Good morning, darling. You're a bit unhinged, my dear. You're going off the rails, and it appears you've lost the plot. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? You're fucking out of your mind. You're like a Tiffany type. What are you gonna? You're gonna be, shooting in all directions and taking on everybody, and even people that nobody can make a fucking joke. You have to be kidding. You have enough enemies. You know what's been done to me. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Okay? You know what has been done to me, and you have been involved in it because you turned a blind eye when somebody was getting the shit kicked out of them. Somebody that was there for you. I didn't ask you to date for me. Fuck yourself. I hate when people fucking say that bullshit. Have a little fucking gratitude. You're not going to find people in this world that just unconditionally give you love that you don't fucking deserve. Now, I woke up to this shit. Uh, I was sleeping. I don't know what time I went to sleep. Maybe midnight. I woke up at it was 3:15, I think. Now, just because I'm up, I'm just going to tell the story. I probably shouldn't, but just the whole thing of accessing cat litter here and how expensive it is, and that, like, it's expensive before you even include the cost of having to get a driver to go pick it up for you or to go get it yourself. I mean, it's costly. It's something that it's a big hurdle. Uh, and I have enough hurdles. Miss Nixie, I've got enough hurdles. You have plenty of other people you can go pick on, you fucking bully. You fucking suicide troll. That's what you are. You're a fucking bully. You're probably, I don't know. She may be pissed off because I'm being civil with somebody who has had dialogue with somebody we both dislike and how we met. Um, and I don't approve of that, but I also understand what goes on here. That people do what they gotta do to prove what they gotta prove. Unfortunately, people will deal with some unsavory characters when truth is when lies are being told. Okay, so now what's wrong with you, bitch? What did you need? Do you need something? Do you need a foot massage? I think you do. Okay, so you got some pent up frustrations. You're bitter. You're hysterical. So just so you understand, Tracy, you don't like my histrionics. This woman has a histrionic complex or something. And we have a book called DHM, the DM. Well, anyway, it's a manual. You look up like different things, psych. It's all psych related stuff. So you have histrionic complex or something. I mean, the way you are screaming like a banshee and you have no class whatsoever. It's like, just because, you know, you can yell at somebody and call them all these horrid names and ugly and fat and all that shit. Just because you can do that doesn't mean you should do it. And it shows the character of a person when they go that low, that, that where it becomes completely, indelible, the fact that that's who you are. One-offs where people like, look, I stay out of, assaulting the way people look. It's just, to me, that is really low level low blow shit. I've done things for comedic value where it's been a poke, you know, and I've said I'll say, get your fat face out of my fucking life to somebody who's skinny. So the fat thing, I don't do it like, other people do it with the fat shaming thing. I'm not cool with it. I had weight problems my whole life. I'm not cool with it. I also never felt beautiful, and so I would not want to make people feel as I felt. But you don't give a rat's ass about that. I mean, the ugliness that's come out of you, man. You got some dark energy on you. How did you pick up this dark energy? Would you like me to have a look at it for you? I I don't look at people without their consent because I think it's wrong to just because you have an ability and a gift to see things. I'm not second see everything all the time. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Again, it's the same principle. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And quite honestly, karmically, it's a big no to be looking into people when it's not your business. It's not your business. It's not my business to look into you until you make it my business. But even then, I'm apprehensive. I don't want to cause no fucking karma for myself by, taking a little looky at you and see, what's going on there. You're a very hateful person. Well, we know that. You don't have to be a fucking psychic to figure that out. So you hate. You got a lot of hate. Let's see. You got a lot of hate. And the whole thing is like, my bad is I get involved with these people and I never really concern myself with going deep, investigating them, like their character, what they've done. Like, come to me, somebody that's fucking with you is fucking with me. I'll get, my thing is I get people's backs. So, why her whole thing was going on, we meet because somebody that likes rabbits, okay? And I would like to put a shout out. If Niniwig did die, that my heart does go out to you, even though you were probably responsible for his death because you kept giving him that toxic tea, hun. But still, I have compassion, but I don't know what's wrong with you. It's like you've had a lot of dead animals. But it does make me sad that Niniwig died because Niniwig was a beautiful, beautiful animal. And you've been blessed with a lot of stuff, and you're a drug addict, so you really should deal with that because you have a minor in the house and you're gobbling down all those drugs. I mean, come on now. You also owe me a public fucking apology for lying about me and doing all that shit behind the scenes. Where the fuck is it? You want to start redeeming yourself? Bunny head? Get on it, bitch. Get on it, bitch. Doesn't mean I'll ever be your friend, but I ain't attacking you. You're getting raked over the coals. I don't have to have anything to do with it. I'm just lucky that they weren't smart enough to edit out that part, which proves my innocence. But I do know that a lot of that shit is being edited. It's being curating, and that is the buzzword of the day. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of people using that word in different situations. So that's the buzzword of the right here, right now in 2024, July. So back to you, okay? That's not going anywhere. Let me just why I'm up. Okay, so I can't get the cat litter I need. So What's the next best thing? Tidy cat or something like it, no fragrance, non-clumping. Very important. Non-clumping. That clumping clay shit that gets into their paws and they eat that, it can clog up their stomachs and intestines. You don't want to be using that shit, okay? My cats have never had that shit. So in any case, what I discovered yesterday was it's getting all stuck in their paws. But then I said I don't want clumping. It's like not like it said mild, but no, it's like glue. It becomes like glue. So earlier in the day, I realized my cat had all this shit. Both of them had that shit stuck in their paws. So I did a whole cleaning, and then every couple hours, I would check their paws again to make sure that they weren't clumped up again. They used their litter box. Like it's just, I don't want them eating that shit. So I just happened to wake up, and I go and I always check on them, especially because my one cat is not in the best shape, and her fucking feet are just caked with that shit. So I get baby wipes and I get, toilet paper and I get the comb and, she's not feeling well. So they don't like being handled a lot when they don't feel good. But I got that all cleaned up. I went and I dumped all that litter out. It's just, nope. And I fortunately saved. I only had it's probably 5 cups of litter. It was the really expensive litter. It was also very disappointing, really expensive. I tried a new variation of a brand that I've used for a long time, and it's like powder. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But you want to say that I'm stupid, but I was smart enough, and I'm not stupid. I was like, I want to get rid of that litter because I hate that litter too. You better keep it just in case. Thank God. Because I wasn't going to have one more experience for them having to deal with that shit stuck in their paws. And I've been accused of being abusive of my animals. I mean, so I spent, I don't know how much time, but let me tell you, if you ever get into this, don't start off with the baby wipe because you have to decrease any moisture to get it off. Making it more moist makes it more gummy. So I did a little ass backwards, but I finally figured it out. I got it all cleaned up. That shit was all on her bed because she sleeps on like a faux sheepskin thing. So I went and I had to shake the fucking sheepskin out. Then I decided it needs to be laundered. So I had a really nice soft little blanket that Kiki, it's really like Kiki's blanket. And put that on there. Got her. She was complaining at one point. She gave me a growl that gave me pause. Like she was like, "Bitch, you are pushing it with my feet. I like what you're doing, but you're really fucking bugging me." And I was like, hey, don't do that because you need to allow me to do this. So don't try to do an alpha trip on me right now when I'm trying to help you. Okay, just don't do that because I need to do this for you. So she never bit me. I don't know. She's never growled at me either. I'm very respectful to animals. I don't force them to do things. I wouldn't force her to do that either, but it had to come off of her. It's disgusting. I'm just going to try to clean it. They're very clean animals. They're going to eat that fucking disgusting. God, no. So that's why I was awake. So usually when I can't sleep, it's very traumatizing because I need my sleep. But I'm like, oh, thank God I woke up. So not only did I clean her paws, but I went and I dug all that shit in those because she has a urinary thing going on. She's crystal, and she's urinating a lot. She also has kidney issues. So there's a lot of peeing going on. I was going through a bag of litter a week. That's why I had to find a cheaper alternative. But I had to scoop all that crap out of there and clean it up. I didn't do a full cleaning of it because it's 4 a.m. Put the other litter in, don't have enough. First thing in the morning, I have to jam. And if that fucking market, last time I was there, they only had 1 bag of litter, and it was the tidy cat that has fragrance. But that fragrance shit is bad for your animals too, okay? That gets on their paws, they lick it. The fragrance is Febreze. That is chemical toxic shit, okay? But always ask your doctor. Um, that's a running gag of mine because they want to give the World Health Organization and what's that other weird agency that dictates what we're going to do with our health? The CDC. We're talking about Nazis. I can't say that word. Not see. You know when you can't see, not see, can't see, not see, not seeing, can't see. um, remember what I was saying about Trump's ear? That if it's a, so they're saying that it was they're blaming the liberals for wanting to assassinate him. I think, and again, this is just a satire comedy thing, not to be taken seriously. But what if allegedly, even not even allegedly, not really. It would really serve them to have their candidate get shot and rise up like the Phoenix, which they love that shit. That Phoenix it has to do with the Phoenicians as well. And they are probably responsible for behind the scenes, being the catalyst of all this destruction and stuff like that, even though they want you to think that they don't, at some point in history they just faded away, but it's not. Allegedly, take it with a grain of salt, take it with a pinch of salt. So when you're doing things on YouTube, this is how, if you're going to address anything, you must say allegedly, and you must say take it with a grain of salt, because you can't say, I mean, we know about the censorship on here. So get back to analyzing the little lover of the Jays. I called you the queen of the Jays. This is what she's bent out of shape about. Let's talk about it, okay? First, she was angry at me because I made commentary that allegedly she is a Jay hater. Okay? She got really, really mad about that, like really angry. So I said to her, if you can prove to me that I said it, of course I will take responsibility, and I would like to make an amends to you for that. Okay, darling? Because that's what a calm person does. I'm not the hysteric, okay? She's fucking hysterical. So I went over to say hello to my friend, who she really, really was trying to turn me against. They're just using you. They're using you. They're just mean and easy. They're just using you. They're using you. You're a shit stirrer. They're just using you. They're using me for shit. What do they use? They don't ask me to come over there. They don't. There's only been like one phone call we've ever had, I think. Maybe two at the most. I mean, I would doubt three. I would highly doubt it. I don't hang out in Discord servers. I'm not hanging out in like conversations with multiple people either. And in fact, I don't have a lot of off YouTube conversations with people from YouTube. It's only a couple people, a few people. These are like people, one, I don't even know that long, but I just trust this person. I just trust them. And they email me, and they're the only person that I have been willing to respond to their email, because I felt they're not tracking me. Plus, I'm in Mexico. I really like them. They are very encouraging. They've left, over the time that I've known them, more messages than most people, which really helps a person in my situation when people will drop you a message or a thumbs up, because otherwise you feel like you're in the middle of the ocean on a fucking deserted island. And it's a really weird feeling. to be so isolated. Like, I used to have, like, well, you could say, yeah, but they were mostly trolls. So I got decent views. But I think a lot of people's views are tanking right now. I think it's the algorithm. I think it's YouTube. I don't know what they're doing. No, but then you have the channels that YouTube likes. They get tons of. I mean, this new person I found, which I don't know if I've said her name in the past, but I'm not going to say it. She doesn't need me to promote her to a bunch of fucking trolls. She's big time. I got to check how many subs she's got. But she has 3,000 to 5,000 people every time she goes live. 3,000 to 5,000. Can you imagine? Cool as a cucumber. Does the best she can with the chat, but when you have 3,000 to 5,000, it's not happening. You can't monitor a chat like that. I think she should have an assistant that's monitoring her chat and still not going to catch everything. But just for if somebody drops in there, I'm really despondent. Can you help me out? Just give me some words of encouragement. Can you just take a look and just, sometimes, I would do that for people, and I'm sure she would too. Because she did it for me. Because I dropped in her chat, I'm fucking, like I'm being gang stalked and harassed on here, and she saw my comment. She goes, wait, hold on, Malibu, what are you saying? And it's like, that is a god shot. That's a god shot to have your comment seen when it was 3,500 people were in there. Commented before, she's never seen it. I believe she has money. She could afford to pay somebody to do that. People need work. She could probably, I'm going to contact her about it. Her son was killed in a motorcycle accident in 2020. And she's basically really doesn't have a desire to be alive. Like she's not tempting it. She's not suicidal, but she's 60 and she's like, she calls her son, his name was Keith. She calls him Keithy. Because my Keithy's gone. He's gone. He's not here. I'm not attached to being here. Now she has at least one other child. And here's the problem when parents go through the loss of a child. Sometimes they lose sight of the other kids that really need them. And that's not a judgment. That's just a fact. It happens. We'll get back to you, darling. Don't worry. We'll finish the story. Don't worry, honey. I'm going to be going soon because I'm tired. I may not finish the story, darling. I may not ever finish it. Do you want to know why? Because I don't give a fuck. You proved to me you're not worth my time and energy. You proved that to me a long time ago. You're not a decent person. Now, more and more, we're seeing really what a kind of person you are, and you ain't my kind. You're not one of my kind. I'll give $20 to anybody who can tell me what song that's a line from. But I changed the words a little bit. A little bit. So anyway, let's get back to that. So her friend, Mr. Ratsley, there's got to be I don't like that one because other people, they're no good too. They named him that. I don't know. But they were playing your girlfriend Tracy, and she doxed you. I think she said your full name. You never were crying, running around, she doxed my children, she doxed me, she doxed me, she doxed me, she doxed me. Never heard you ever say anything about that. I used your first name, and that's me that doxed you, and I harmed your children. Was that because I said your name, and that hurts your kids? You didn't say your whole name. And listen, for anyone with autistic children or for autistic Asperger's and all that, I want you to understand, and I know retard is very non-PC. We're not talking about it in the context of ridiculing people that are disabled. Okay? We're talking about calling idiots retards. Like POS is like the person I've been talking about in this stream. Okay? Because you are a POS, and you've proved that you are a POS. I've shown my medical, and I just want to be left alone. Your fucking friend, they showed something, and Malibu's trying to get Tracy on me, and Malibu's over there with me, and he's slagging us off for weeks. It never happened. You are so egotistical. You were rarely ever mentioned. You were rarely ever mentioned. You just lie to try and gin up shit for me, you fucking fuckhead prick. God, you disgusting. You're a misogynist, like times 3 billion, dude. You have a daughter. You better fucking get some therapy already, alright? Okay, darling, really should. You really should get some, darling. What's up with this roofie thing? It's a bit frightening, darling. Oh, are you going to attack me for that too, or are you? I think it's quite disturbing what was said about that. Came from all sides, didn't it? And directly from the horse's mouth. And when I say horse's mouth, I mean your lady. Because what's being said is you had sex with each other. I guess. I gotta say, Katie did a video where she's got a cartoon, like a drawing of Yaxley, and he's wearing a bustier like Tim Curry wore in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and fishnets. Oh, that shit's fucking banging. I think she has a sketch of Tiffany where she just looks like skin and bones. Who does that art? That shit's awesome. So anyway, I'm trying to get the word out about this channel. I'm going to be spending a lot more time on this channel once we get the other channel back. In fact, this is going to become my main channel for a while. So anywho, une minute, s'il vous plaît. Merci, merci. Okay, lovely. Oh, you're bullshit. Hey, flagging you off for weeks. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. I should have taken screenshots of what I said because it was fucking funny as heck. I wonder if he keeps the chat. He doesn't put the chat up on the thing. So how did I start off? Because it was on Life Hut's backup, and he was going after her for something that's happened that I don't know nothing about because he and I rarely speak. I mean, we're on good terms, but we rarely speak. And since Moon threw me under the bus, I don't hang over there, really. And there are people there that I really like. But what's she gonna do? So, so he's going after her, and I'm just saying, I'm just reacting to what he's playing a panel shoes on. And she's just like, she's going bonkers, dude. Like, we talk about somebody that's bonkers. Cute that you're wrenched over there with scum. I mean, you will suck scummy dick to win. I see. Oh my God, can you believe what she just said? Can you believe how uncouth she is? No, dear, what's uncouth is that you would deal with a person like that. Don't, don't gaslight the situation, okay? Bitch. You are a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You're really quite terrible in my estimation, but okay. So I said, craving another cigarette. I just do not need to be smoking like that because I have to go to the fucking border to get my cigarettes, and I'm down to the last 2 packs. And so you see, Nixie, I have very, very much more important things that I have to put my energy towards. I don't need a fucking troll or a YouTube because that's all you are. I don't need another one of you crawling up my backside. Don't you have enough on your plate? People that actually deserve it from you? Or do you? Well, why don't you just stick to the people that really deserve it, like Penny? And of course, Israel. But okay, it's very hard to please you, darling, I know, because you don't want to be called an anti-Jayer, right? But you certainly don't want to be categorized as somebody that supports them either, do you? I wish I had screenshots of what I said. I was laughing my ass off. I go, Nixie, queen of the Jays. Oh, did that get your panties in a wad? Don't get your panties in a twist. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying over there on the other side of the pond and all that, but your panties are in a twist, and it's like a thong cutting up your backside, and maybe something. You're very uncomfortable. You're very bitter. Bitter? Why are you so bitter? You're a bitter, bitter woman. What else did I say? I said something like, cheers to Nixie and all of her non-white supremacist friends. That's fucking comedy. What's your problem? I'm saying you like the J, so you're not happy. There's no way to make you happy, is there? Don't yank my chain. There's no way to make a person like you happy at all. What's your problem? Really, what's your damage, darling? What is your damage? Come up on the panel, why don't we? I mean, it's early in the morning and all that. Why don't you come up on my panel? Let's have a little chitty chat. What do you think? Want to do it? Come on. You are invited. I'm going to extend an invitation to you right this minute, if I can figure it out. Now, I want to get to the root of the problem here, because basically in life what's going on is everybody, for the most part, has these buttons that usually were installed during their youth that sort of drive everything they do. Because anytime somebody just touches that button, it triggers the whole thing from the past, whether you know that or not. So what you're doing, because at the velocity that you do it, can't possibly be about me saying that I felt that you were anti-Semitic at one point. I retracted that for you, didn't I? Now I was kindly talking about how much a lover of the Jays that you actually are, and that your friends are not white supremacists, and that's not, that doesn't serve you. I don't like it. Oh, sad. You're hard to please. You are hard to please. Maybe you need to get some. You got a partner? Why don't you just go bang it on with Yaxley? Why don't you two go get it on? You seem well matched for each other. Did you go through the pause yet? The memo? Can you still have kids? Why don't you shack it up with him and have a baby? Probably have some nice looking kids. He was quite good looking before he became the nasty piece of shit that he is today. I mean, lovely human being. He is. Let's let it be said, because it's been said, allegedly, take it with a grain of salt, but he was so angry at the mother of his children when they split up. Didn't you threaten her life? Isn't that what you said, allegedly, pinch of salt? My understanding was that cost you your ability to see your children. Did you ever tell me this? No, you did not. Speculation. Speculation. I'm a high-level psychic. Allegedly. And you were court mandated to be on medication because you have severe anger issues. It was already out there. It's already been said. It's not doxing you. You said it. You're a fucking psychopath. You've got no conscience. You squashed me like a bug. That's what little compassion you had for me. And I was a very good, loyal friend to you. The thing you didn't like, which many people don't like about me, is this. That I stand up for myself and I don't let motherfuckers like you walk all over me. The doormat most of my life. No thank you, no more. And the same for you, Miss Nixie. I am not your doormat. I didn't say shit about you. You don't like it because, you know, you got some fucking issue and you're just projecting everything out from there. Do you even know what you're on about? Do you even know what you're on about? Have you ever sat down and tried to figure out who the fuck you are? Do you really know who you are? You like this image that you are portraying to the world stage? Does it make you a badass bitch? Call it woman who just had a stroke, fat and ugly? That make you feel like a badass bitch, did it? You're nasty, wretched, black-hearted, two-faced backstabber, two-faced backstabber. Tie your mother down, tie your mother down. Is that what you need? Some kinky sex? Well, go with the Yaxley. You can take the drink or not take the drink. But, yeah, get on down with it. Take the drink, you might not remember it. I would think you'd want to remember it. Is it that bad, Yaxley? Is your performance that awful that you got to drug people to do it with you? Ooh, he's not going to like that. That's slagging you off, darling. But you've got 3 or 4 other people saying it about you, so go after them. But no, you like picking on low-hanging fruit because you're a bully and a suicide troll. You knew damn well how dark it was for me. He literally stood on the edge of the cliff and said, "Oh, look, darling, look over there. Isn't that beautiful? Come over here, closer, closer. You get a better look closer to the edge. Come, darling." Next thing, your foot's in my back and I'm off the ledge. You're fucking evil. That's what you did. Why am I hearing Faust manifesto? So something about Faust in the manifesto, you need to take a look at it. You're doing the devil's work. Your soul's going to be consumed. I think that's what that means. I have to listen to this later. I'm not going to remember what I said. I have to write it down. I got to go look into what that means. It means something. Wantaramera. I don't know the words to that song, but I like it. What does it say? That's one of the songs I learned to sing when I was little when I spoke Spanish. The other one was ay, canta y no llores. I don't even know if that's the same song. Or la cucaracha, la cucaracha. No me puede llevarme. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. I don't, again, failed on the words. Those were words, real Spanish words, but I don't think those were the words. Okay, thanks. I don't know what else I said. Oh, you're my enemy. You're gonna join my enemies. You're already dead. You've got no integrity, no credibility, clearly no morals, principles, values, yet. Get out there, girl, and shake that Palestinian flag. You get out there, you do that. Let me tell you something. I do believe, I don't like the divisionary tactics, but I do believe in speaking out for the Palestinians. The only problem is when you're coupling it with your hatred of the Jays, allegedly, that's where it's not a good look. You have to appeal to the idea, appeal to people through this idea, that there are innocent people on both sides of the equation. And not all of the people on the other side, not the Palestinians, feel that it's okay what's being done to them. So why do you have a need to wrap them all up together? I've seen contingencies of rabbis speaking against this type of thing, the treatment of the Palestinians. Those are Jews speaking up for the Palestinians. So all Jews are bad, is it so? There are many, many Israeli Jays that are against their country because of what they're doing to these other people. It's not just the Palestinians. They're fucking up other people too in other places. Okay, but now I'm tired, and that means I want to go to sleep. So she didn't come grab the link, because of course she wouldn't. And by the way, I will not tolerate your yelling and screaming. So here's the thing. Next time, if you want to come to my panel and have a discussion like adults starting, like a discussion. There's rules. Treat one another respectfully. Could you even do it? Are you even capable of this? I don't know that you are. And then talk about why you think you have a right to be threatening me. You don't need me as one that you've got enough enemies as it is. Oh, so just making a couple little jokes, then you're my enemy and you're threatening to push on a woman that's been suicidal. You fucking cunt. Because you are just a fucking cunt. How do Brits say fucking? I have to really research that. You fucking. How do they say cunt? How do they pronounce it? I couldn't even try to imitate it because I was completely like, I don't have any idea. I didn't fart. That was my mouth. That's what I did with my mouth. It's my mouth. Somebody will go make a thing. Oh, listen to mouth or farting. You must have a really dull, boring life. Like, oh my god, I have so much going on. Not all good. Uh, you never have the time to do what you people do, unless I was getting paid for it, which I don't. But you do. Some of you, not speaking of you, Nick Slew, please. You're very, very egotistical to think it's all about you. In the psychiatric field, we would refer to at this stage of our examining you that you are a narcopath. What that means is you are a narcissistic sociopath. So it is possible that you do have, I want to go into German accent, like I would go with Carl Jung over Sigmund Freud because Freud was a very weird person. Probably a PDF file. Fucking weirdo. Druggy. He liked the cocaine. He was big on the cocaine. I'm sure he gave a little roofie for to his clients too. I wouldn't be surprised, allegedly. Listen, so now you're going to come after me because I'm just repeating what was said. But you're okay with Tiffany, who behind the scenes is really like saying you're a monster and all this other shit. But you're gonna chill with her. But you got a problem with me. You know, with everything that she did to you, I did something worse. You just simply have never proved it. Okay, so stop being such a fucking bitch, boy. Why you come up on my panel, bitch, boy? Have some fucking respect, or don't even try it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, found out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Suck it to me, 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 suck it to me. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for respect when you get home. Just a little bit, mister. Can you manage some of that? People have no quality to your characters. Don't know how to lay a sword down for the higher good. You don't know how to pray for the highest good of all involved. You're completely unevolved. You're definitely, when the rapture comes, I mean, it's going to be bad for you because you're clueless. Somebody's going down my road, and it's the security guards because this is around the time when they do one of their drive-bys. Also, back to when I got up, the other plus was my little outdoor uh, Siamese. She's a Siamese Scottish folds. She's the cutest little thing. I'd love to get her all cleaned up and get her a good home because I feel like she needs veterinary care. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. She doesn't seem well. You know, it's a hard life. It's a hard knocks life for abandoned animals, and then it makes me think of the song from the play Cats. Somebody's saying, "Oh my God, I hope she doesn't try to sing it." God, that song, I just started singing it the other day, and I literally started crying just singing a few lyrics of the song. It is so, it just reaches in and just squeezes your heart. And I saw the play, the musical, Cats, when I was like 22. Not on Broadway in Los Angeles, Schubert Theater. Very she, my darling, very she. My friend took me. And when that song started, I'm telling you, I was bawling the entire time. So, maybe you need to go listen to a song like that next and see if you can connect with your heart chakra. Like, you're completely blocked in your heart chakra. By the way, people pay me to do this, so you're welcome. Your heart is really hard, and it's like red black. It doesn't like, it's like, I was going to say, like ice, but it's not. It's like, it shows like red black. So, you would do well with doing some chakra cleansing work because you have blockage around your heart chakra, and it's a pretty bad one. And when you have a blockage anywhere, it affects all of the other chakras, but especially the ones right next to it. So that's going to affect your throat chakra, and it's going to affect your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is where you connect with God, and you're guided. You know, that's where your conscience lives, and clearly you are detached from that. Okay. I'm going to drop a link. Well, I can't drop the link. Just go look up Jonathan Goldman 7-minute chakra tune-up, and it's free. And I recommend you do it every day, 3 times a day, for 2 weeks. It's not going to completely clear it because you want to do this because this can lead to heart problems on the physical plane. Okay? Seriously, go read about Louise Hay. You got to understand what we're doing to our bodies with our emotions. It can create sickness. Okay? So, that's why, your throat chakra, which is where your voice is coming from, that's why you're raging out. Because you're blocked in the heart chakra, so you can't do it with any amount of love at all, which is, even if you're going to go for someone's throat, you got to do it with some level of love. I don't know. I operate in a different realm of thought than most of you. But, look, and I will weigh in on this. Sometimes people have something tragic going on in their lives. I don't know. She could have a sick child. She could have a sick parent. And that will affect how a person behaves because it did it to me. So if you have any of that going on, I definitely will certainly cut down on the pokey pokes. But I don't really poke you very often. I mean, I wasn't even like, oh, this is going to poke her. I just thought it was funny. These things were popping into my head, and I was like, oh my God, that is hilarious. I'm going to say it. And I just do. I just say if something comes across my mind and I think it's funny, I say it. I get ridiculed for it. I get called crazy. But it's funny. Did Robin Williams appear sane to you? You don't think he looked like a fucking crazy? You think that Richard Pryor didn't look like a fucking crazy? You think that's the charm about most comics. Just they just go balls to the walls, which is flowing with whatever comes up that they think they can use as material. It's funny. And if you really look back, like on Robin Williams and that whole Mork and Mindy thing, I mean, that was just stupid. Had a huge following, was very successful. I mean, Robin Williams, he's like all over the place. And if you have like, you're highly sensitive energetically, watching someone like him perform is like a chore. So, Anyway, that's it. Take good care of yourself. And, don't do it for me. Of course you wouldn't. You'd never do anything for me, but do it for yourselves. This is the time to take the inventory of the things that we're doing, because the judgment is coming. It's coming sooner than, I'm sorry to say, but I seem to feel that it's coming sooner than later. But I hope not to they're destroying Los Angeles. I was talking to my friend in LA. I can never go back there. I'm so highly aware of that. And then with all the shit they say about LA, it's where I was born and raised, okay? So it's my heart because it's where my family was. So to hear it being, and it was a beautiful place at one point. It was quite beautiful areas in Los Angeles. I mean, it's exquisite streets with like these beautiful trees. In fact, in Beverly Hills, I think they have like, well, Sycamore is in Hollywood. But is there an Oak? Beverly Drive, Rodeo Drive, Camden, Crescent. I'm trying to remember the street names in Beverly Hills. Well, in any case, at a certain time of the year, there were streets you could drive down where the trees on either side of the street made this beautiful, lush canopy. And back in the day, we would go for family drives on Sundays and just cruise those streets because it's just so beautiful. Just cruise and look at the beauty, this beautiful scenery that was around us. It was kind of a cool thing my dad used to do when driving was tolerable in Los Angeles. Where literally it only took 15 minutes to get anywhere. Now it takes 3 hours to get 15 minutes. So, all right, I'm good to go now. Thank you for your patience, love, and tolerance. I am a human being and flawed, and I've never claimed to not be flawed. I'm more than willing to say I'm wrong when I'm wrong, but if you don't like comedy, I'm not going to apologize for what I said because it was just joking around. I'm not going to apologize for it. I don't feel there's a need to. It's a joke. It wasn't meant to be. It was just funny. Your funny bone is black too, so work on that because laughter is the best medicine. A lot of healing comes through that. So I wish you all the best with it. And sorry that you're adding yourself to the list of enemies. They're all a bunch of shitbag, lying, fucking suicide trolls. So you just joined up with, you made a good choice because that you'll fit in beautifully. Okay? Okay.